Well, have we started yet?
He just said we started.
No, you're the one that says we start. I'm the one that says it records.
Okay, are we starting?
Well, that's your call, isn't it?
That's your call.
Yes. Midnight on my count. We're gonna get this eventually. On the count of 3.
3, 2, 1, go.
3. Shut up. 1, 3. Record. There we go. All right, everybody, listen up here. Welcome back. This my crib is welcome to Errf. And yes, I was being petty last session, delusional. But in my defense, you shouldn't have even been awake. So we're both at fault. All right, so moving on from that. So a quick recap of last session. You guys didn't get in a bar fight, which I really wanted you to get into, but whatever. I'll get you in a different bar, in a different town.
Preferably one with less than 30 people in it.
We'll see about that. Anyway, after not getting into a bar fight, Arya, while you were not getting into a bar fight, slipped off to try and go get herself some weapons from some shopping done, not necessarily weapons, to get some shopping done. And while she was doing that, you guys weren't in a bar fight. However, Glenn, you did hear something right before the bar fight.
I did.
Yes, you did, and it was a noise that was very familiar to a lot of our childhoods.
Yes.
So after you guys exited the bar, Todd's Whiskey, and after you took a quick nap in Todd's Inn, you guys proceeded to go on your way to try and find Arya. You eventually did, but not before Arya met this strange dragonborn in a strange general store at a corner of a street where, upon buying her thingy, what did you buy again?
Calligraphy kit.
That kit. Once she turned around after leaving, it was gone somehow. Even though the magical shield that is encasing the town of Bryn is keeping out the chaos storm that is currently raging outside, that still happened, leaving Arya a little confused.
By the way, you're releasing too early again.
Yeah, and that is when the team regroups for a few moments before Sky and Glenn, right? You two went to the weapon shop?
Yes.
All right, for Stars and Glenn also decided to go buy some weapons, whereupon they met a strange dragonborn. I wonder, could that have any significance? Wouldn't it be a funny story if that dragonborn and the one that Arya saw were the same dragonborn?
Yeah, that'd be too much of a coincidence.
Yeah. I'm not that kind of DM. I have an entire elaborate string of a story that is not as complicated as Bullshit Hunters, but still very complex.
Good.
No two dragonborns are the same, even though they share the same name, the same race, the same ancestry, and the same clothes and the same accent.
It's just like his evil twin or something.
Must be twins, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's like Nurse Joy. They look exactly the same. They have the same name, except they're not the same person.
Nurse Joy syndrome. The only difference is a little tiny color change on like a patch on their shirt. That is literally the only difference. That's exactly what I was going for. Totally original idea. I did not steal it from Pokemon.
Of course.
Anyway, so after this Dragonborn revealed that he's been keeping tabs on the weapon shop's amount of customers, and revealing that Sky was in fact the 1 millionth customer, and upon giving her a free thingy, I've honestly forgotten what you got, but whatever.
A rock.
A rock?
Oh no.
I got a rock.
I got a rock.
I threw a rock at him.
Anyway, however, it is not the magical tripping rock that has 3 charges per day, recharges 1d3 charges a day, and you can instantly make an enemy nat 1 on any skill check, saving throw, or ability check. You know, it's not that.
Yeah, it's not that one.
No, it's not that one. It's not that one. Even though it'd be totally OP if I gave it to you.
Apparently, I got an orange hamster hoodie and some maracas.
All right, but we last left off on Stars and Glenn exiting the weapon shop, all anime style, where like the shading gets super saturated and it's like colors are like bleeding on through. So that is where we're going to start. Stars, Glenn, you're making your way back towards the rest of your party who were on a nearby bench, I believe, like a couple little block down the street.
Now, what race is Stars?
Sky, shut up.
Is he also a Longma?
Shut up, you. You have.
This is the crossover episode.
I gotta switch between them. Anyway, that is where you two are starting off. Sky, you get back with Glenn. You rejoin the rest of your party with Glenn in tow. There, start.
Arya is currently with an open calligraphy kit, looking around, making sure everything's there, and kind of checking a bit.
All right, Arya, before anything else happens, you also, while you open your calligraphy kit and making sure it's got all the brushes, the inks, the papers that it's supposed to come with,
oh no,
you do in fact see a small lump at the bottom of everything else. There appears to be like a tiny pouch with a tiny note attached to it. It's a small pouch that is, a drawstring pouch where, like you pull the strings, it gets tighter, you open the hole, it gets loose, kind of thing. That is also inside your calligraphy kit.
She's definitely going to cautiously open that.
So you're not going to read the note first?
Well, sorry, I forgot there was a note. She's going to read the note.
Okay, so you remember Harry Potter, and you remember when Ron's mom sent Ron a note, and it was like animated like into the shape of a mouth?
Magic mouth?
Yeah, the paper looked like it animated into a mouth that read the paper. All right, well, anyway, the paper comes alive as soon as you open it up or unfold it, transforming itself like origami style into the shape of like an animated mouth. And it even has an accent. So it spooked you?
Yes, being the only person here that doesn't know magic. Yes.
Yeah.
Magic? What's magic?
Magic? What is that? Everybody's just using fancy schmancy what's it called? Hallucinogens.
Yes, and I'm just focusing my key. That's it.
Actually, I haven't used any magic yet this campaign.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Anyway, so the mouse starts to animate and recites in an accent, "Hello there, dear customer. It is your lucky day. You were the 3rd customer of the year. That puts you in bronze. And do you know what bronze gets? Metal. Now here's a hunk of metal, just for love." And it has no other name. It just says love.
Love.
Just love. Hyphen love. So yeah, that is what that little paper does as it animates, and then it just kind of tears itself up to shreds, and the pieces fall into your calligraphy.
Messy.
Yes,
okay, that was real. That was real. Now she quickly opens the drawstring.
All right. So upon opening this tiny pouch, you pull out what appears to be a small badge that has engravings of things, because I forget what exactly is on that thing that you got. But let's just say they're like claws and beast marks on them or something.
Yeah, by default, the engraving is a talon.
Yeah, engravings of talons. There we go. You get those. It's engraved with talons and maybe a few feathers, some scales, just mostly beasts, kind of like things. Things that would mark the mark of talons or claws. And on the back is another note that is folded up. What? Will you inspect that one?
Yes. Although
All right.
very, very carefully.
All right. So you're just like holding this note like arm's length.
Yes,
And
arm
you're just
length,
kinda like with the
exactly,
tips of-
away
Yeah.
from the face.
Yeah. And you're with your claws, you like kind of like hesitantly like tilt it open.
Yes.
Whereupon nothing happens. This paper does not animate. It just reads, "Just wear it to gain the effects." And you can tell it's in an accent because it's in italics. How he did it, I don't know.
It's very animated writing.
It's very animated writing. That's what it is. We need a new spell for that. We need magic writing. But yes, that is what you also find in your calligraphy kit.
Illusion.
Everyone else also, hold on. Everyone else also heard the mouth talking. Like it was in like regular volume, so everybody who was around Arya could also hear it. And if they looked in her direction, they could also see it. So yeah, Arya, you now have that thing, the badge.
thing from the place.
Be,
Did you
Oh
get
great,
that
I already
thing that
forgot
I
the
sent
name
you?
of the badge. Let me go to...
Insignia of claws.
We don't need no stinking badges.
Insignia of claws.
Yeah, it's insignia of claws.
Yeah, but yeah, everybody else who was around Arya could also hear and see that little piece of paper, commit, seppuku upon tearing itself up.
Oh no.
They committed Sudoku.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, it committed Sudoku on itself.
Oh joy.
Yeah, but that is what happens after you were checking out your calligraphy kit, Arya. Does anybody comment on what just happened with that piece of paper?
Yeah. Donna's gonna kind of look over a bit and just go, what was that?
You think I know? This is the kind of thing I was trying to point out!
This guy checks her the pouches that she bought to make sure there's no notes in them.
You find no notes in yours,
She is
Sky.
relieved.
So yeah.
Like, none of my stuff starts talking to us. That was a surprise.
All right. So after this little situation with talking notes and not talking notes, you hear ecstatically from a nearby corner on the street. You hear from a nearby corner on the street from an ecstatic voice. It sounds young and British. And you can hear it say, "Extra, extra, read all about it." And oh God, I did not think this voice through.
Close enough.
But now you gotta go with it.
Now
Yeah.
I gotta commit.
Commit.
Extra,
Gotta come in.
extra, extra, you read all about it.
Hello, Gov.
Hello, Governor. Tea and crumpets.
Crumpets.
Oh
This-
boy.
Is this newsboy going to start crunking?
Shut up. Hold on, give me a minute.
Now you're picturing it.
I did not realize how bad the voice would be until I did it.
That means you're doing it right.
Okay. Let me. Okay, I'm good. So you you turn to face where the sound originates from, and you can clearly tell that it is a young human boy, wherein he is holding up newspapers while standing on top of a milk crate that is turned upside down. He's essentially ranting off the top stories, the headliners, and all that. he continues with extra, read all about it. It's like, local goblin gang busted. Hundreds of magical items and heirlooms returned to the rightful owners. Why the hell did I give him a lisp at the end?
You're developing his character.
It's character development.
Better roll
They also
stats for him.
continue.
Better roll stats for him.
Then he's going to be a recurring character now, right?
Yeah, it's like in the middle of the desert. Extra, real about it. How to find the nearest water source. But he continues with another real about. Local alchemist brothers are missing for the third day straight. No signs of showing up as of. He continues with 50% off the local mead, only at Todd's. Beer.
Beer.
Mead isn't beer, silly.
Shut up. I don't know what mead is. I didn't bother looking it up.
Since Todd's whiskey just burned down last episode.
Hey,
It'll be
presumably
back.
it comes back. Tasha reassured you. It doesn't mean that a businessman can't have multiple business ventures. Jeez, what are you? The government. Yeah, but he also continues. Lastly,
He's gonna destroy his voice
God,
this far in.
I'm too far gone with this accent. Screw it.
We won't think less of you if you switch.
I will.
Everyone judge him.
No.
Extra.
Extra real about it. Big headline. Local pirate Long Jordy Silver destroys another. Oh god.
The problem here is, I can't understand a single thing he's saying.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a regular voice. Extra, read all about a local pirate Long Johnny Silver. Long Johnny Silver destroys another ship, another transporting ship. This time makes off with big haul, the ocean's kidney. Cause screw the accent.
For a second, I thought you were going to say screw the axe.
No, screw the accent. Because,
What
my
does the
God,
axe do?
doing a young British boy's voice, I did not think that through. I just thought I would try it, and then I didn't even practice at all until I did it right now. But does anybody wish to buy a paper from this boy to read more about any of the stories that he's ranted off?
I'm kind of broke now.
He pretty much just told us all the stories. Don doesn't like to waste money.
Sky will get a paper.
All right. So you approach this young lad. He appears to be, those typical like New Yorky newspaper boys, newsy boy. He's a newsy. He's got
Newsy.
that typical like hat thingy that looks like if Mexican cuisine, it looks like an empanada.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a white shirt, a white long sleeve shirt, but he's got like that little vest thingy that goes like on a suit. But it's all dirty. You can tell that there's multiple dirt stains and it's grime and stuff.
Bedraggled.
Yeah, it's worn out clothes. As you approach him, he holds out a newspaper and he speaks to you like, "Would you like a newspaper, sir?"
I'm forgetting how to do my own accent after making fun of yours.
Payback. It's sort of like this. You talk like this. You're trying to talk. The ogres have layers.
No, it's not an ogre accent.
Something like that. That is what your accent is. But yeah, that's what he responds. He
You don't
says,
know what you're messing with.
If you had a chance to change your fate, would you?
Would you?
Would you?
No.
There you go. Use that to get into character. So how does Sky respond?
Oh, hello there. Yes, I would like a paper. How much will that be?
That'll be 1 copper.
She
You.
rummages in her coin pouch and pulls out a copper.
Yeah, you could just if you haven't already, you can just retroactively break your own money, and because I don't want you guys going to the bank just to exchange coins. Just like break a gold, break a silver.
Bank
It's fine.
episode.
I'm
Thanks for
fine.
not being an OC.
Yeah, just break your own money. Like if you cut a gold coin into what is it, 100th? That is 1 copper. That'll work. That work. That's economy, right?
Do the,
Yeah.
do the
Yeah.
gold coins
Anyway.
snap apart like the pieces of 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. They break apart like like a pizza. It's like pre-cut, so it's super easy to break it off.
Except please don't break pizza.
Yeah. Anyway,
Need
so
to
he takes the copper from you and he hands you the newspaper. He continues on his business with trying to sell more newspapers. So, were you planning to read any particular story?
Let's see. Well, I know we did actually kind of miss some of those headlines because of the accent.
Sorry. Okay, so quick rundown. The it was the local pirate Long Johnny Silver made off with the ocean's kidney, big haul after destroying a traveling crew. The others were Todd's beer. What were the other two? I believe the other two were. Can you guys help me out? I've
Missing
already
Alchemist?
forgotten what I said. My accent was embarrassing me too much.
Yeah, the missing alchemist was one of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The resident alchemist has been missing for 3 days. No signs of showing up anytime. And there was a 4th one. I think it was the very first one I said. What was that one?
Oh, the goblin gang.
Oh yeah, right. Local goblin gang, crime ring busted. You with the help of what's it called not unknown, but like you weren't expecting unexpected. There we go. With unexpected help. So goblin
Who could
crime
that
ring
have been?
with unexpected help. The local alchemist missing. The Long Johnny Silver making up with a huge haul with the ocean's kidney. And that other one that I've already forgotten.
Sky's gonna read about the goblin gang just to make sure she's not mentioned in too much detail.
All right, so you walk back towards your group while also multitasking by reading the paper. You hear about how it goes into detail about how the crime ring has been going on for a long time, about a few months actually, and that goblins have just kind of been victimizing random citizens. No one's been able to catch them. The police haven't been able to catch them. They've been elusive. No one's, had a sighting. No one's had information on them.
I mean, their modus operandi is just so flawless.
Yes, they lure innocent bystanders with the promise of money.
With the promise of 1 coin.
1 coin. Anyway, so that also goes into detail how there have been multiple, instances of the victims being left alive, but their belongings are, obviously stolen. Most notably magical items or items that have, significant value to families, like I said, heirlooms. It also goes into detail about the people that helped, bust these goblins and their notorious crime gang ring thing, whatever I said. It speaks of a burnt down building, mostly burnt down.
Wasn't me.
Implications. Anyway, it also goes into detail how the citizens also rallied to, extinguish it. And it also mentions that there were a few griffins and a reindeer that helped.
That's fine.
No mention of a cow, though.
No mention of a cow.
All according
Oh.
to Keikaku.
All according to cow. Other than the one instance of the cow being mentioned that brought in the leader of
No.
the what's it called, the Goblin Gang, or at the very least this particular leader. But that is the only mention of a cow, other than the resident cows.
Okay. Not ideal, but it'll do. It's
Hmm.
fine.
Yeah.
And then you turn the page, and here's her face.
Ah! Here's an artist's rendition.
Here's an artist's rendition.
They never get the nose right.
They never.
4 females and 1 male.
Two female griffins. Wait, no, 3 female griffins, a female reindeer,
Yes.
and a male cow.
What? They didn't draw the eyelashes.
They didn't draw the eyelashes on.
She didn't have her barrette yet.
And this is why Sky has the perfect disguise.
Yeah, it's like Sky is naturally proficient in a disguise kit because she can use her hair as a disguise.
I am actually proficient in disguise kits.
Yes, I know.
It's hide in plain sight.
You are your own disguise kid.
Okay. So is that the only story?
Let's see. Curious about the missing alchemist.
All right. So you read on about this missing alchemist. Yeah. So like everybody is like around you because I want to include everyone. So everybody's just watching Sky read. Sky is the only one that can read, by the way. So yeah, that's how you
They're
get.
not reading over her shoulder. They're just
They're
watching her read.
Yeah,
It's written in,
he's strictly
Draconic.
watching. You have no idea what these weird characters or shapes on the page mean. You just read the newspaper, quote unquote, read.
The newspaper
For,
is written in Thieves' Cant.
It's,
No,
it's
just
written
put it in a
these
language that only Sky knows.
What languages do you know?
Moo.
Common, Bovine, Draconic, Hoshe, and Thieves' Cant.
Yeah,
I think
unless someone knows Bovine, then that'd be the one to go for.
Yeah, probably.
No,
Cast
it's the
comprehend language.
local.
I know Hoshan.
It's the
know
local
Draconic.
newspaper. It's in common. Don't worry. Everybody can read.
It's not the Cattle Gazette.
No. It is also not the Eagle. So shut up. Anyway, so you read on about this what's it called? This alchemist. There we go. The alchemist that has gone missing for the past 3 days. No signs of showing up. It goes into details about how the resident alchemist Tarragon has not been seen in over 3 days now. How he just magically disappeared. No traces left behind. His students won't give any testament as to where he might have gone or if they even know anything. They've just been kept, they've just been secretive about anything. They've not responded to any of their inquiries.
Did we actually see him, or did we just see his portrait?
You just saw his portrait.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I don't think- Did we see anyone there other than Robin and Allie?
Allie? No.
There
you
was
did
also
not see
a
anyone.
skeleton. That's
Yeah,
important.
the skeletons that were tied to the
Skeletons
wall.
aren't people.
Not until
It's not the
until you
racist
animate-
episode.
Not until you animate. Anyway, so what's it called? No, other than the skeletons that were chained to the walls that had crushed pelvises. No.
You said
yeah,
that part
that-
wasn't canon.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm just kidding.
Or was it?
It's funny.
Or is he?
Or was it? Anyway, it continues. It continues on that even though he has been missing for the past 3 days, the business of the alchemist, Big Al's Alchemy and Brewery, has not stopped production. It is still, in business. Nothing has been shut down. It's just that the head alchemist himself has not been seen in over 3 days, and there's no clue as to where he might have gone.
New invisibility potion works as intended.
Now to invent the de-visibility potion.
Wait.
Yeah. Anyway, that is what you guys can read on this this article. If any of you are looking over Sky's shoulder.
Down probably is.
Yeah, so
Arya
down
is
you
not.
Yeah, down you also find out that the resident alchemist Daragon has not been, around for about 3 days now.
Huh.
And so, did you want to look at any of the other stories, or did you just want to finish there with the books, or not the books, the newspaper? Sorry,
Skip to the pirates. Finish
the
off.
pirates,
Long Johnny Silver.
Long Johnny Silver.
Original
Alright,
character.
so
Do not
this-
see
I
it.
met that guy.
Arya
What a
even
great guy he
shouted at
was.
that guy.
I understood that reference.
I wasn't listening because I was thinking about the story. So this particular story, this article, goes into detail on Long Johnny Silver and how he's been a nuisance on, this section of the area of the world in this trade route for the past few weeks. Not very long, but he has made his presence known. He has made it a point to just steal as much as he can and as many valuables as he can, no matter what. Silverware, heirlooms, weapons, actual jewels, gold, just anything of value that he could, like amass into a hoard of some sort. Like a pirate would. He wants his booty. Booty.
You said booty.
Said booty. Anyway, so it continues on that this particular incident, he attacked a traveling, what's it called, traveling ship that was essentially kind of like a cruise liner is what you guys were on, but it's like a transporting ship, like cargo ship. That's what I was going for. Jesus, cargo ship that was also transporting you guys. It also says that upon closer inspection, it seems that under the noses of every bureaucrat or every organized group, that a rare priceless gem was also being transported just in plain sight on this cargo ship. A gem known simply as the ocean's kidney because of its kidney-like shape and its deep blue coloring. It is reported that this is one of the rarest, the purest rocks made up of whatever rock is blue that in the world. A sapphire, probably.
Sapphires come in many colors.
I know. Shh. This is color sapphire. Anyway,
Ruby's
it also
just a
continues
sapphire
on that
without chromium.
it continues that this cargo ship was very, very heavily damaged. However, it did land, and most of the passengers did land safely. Most.
We had to push the others off a cliff.
Well, they all landed. Just some of
Yeah.
them were landed
And-
harder than
and that-
others.
Or elsewhere.
Yeah, and Sky, one of the very last few sentences of this story is actually quite a surprise to you. It wasn't what's it called? It's just a small section of the story. It's nothing big, but the paper does make mention of a heavily cloaked humanoid with multiple instruments that was aiding Long Johnny Silver. The paper just simply refers to him as the Piper.
Piper.
The Piper.
He's often seen in the company of rats.
You read it like in the Piper.
We need to.
Wrong pipe.
We need to have a pipe off between him and
Micaiah.
Micaiah.
Oh crap! I
Corporal
forgot to
Micaiah,
mention
what
at
do
the
you think
beginning.
about this?
So I forgot to mention this all the way until now. So the Galarian who plays Micaiah couldn't join us today. So yeah, now like 30 minutes in.
What was
Cardboard
what's
Micaiah.
Micaiah's cardboard phrase?
Let's fly to the cat. Wait, no, that's Arya's.
So
let's see.
that is Galarian's. You've been using that for Galarian for a long time.
But
all right, whatever.
but Micaiah has no wings.
Exactly.
Hey,
He's been using that the entire previous session.
We don't judge cardboard cutouts here, okay? This is a no cardboard shaming zone. So if Micaiah wants to have the phrase "Let's fly to the castle" in her voice chip, then that's fine.
Just tape some
that is-
cardboard wings to the side of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's jump to the castle. Let's super reindeer jump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It may as well
That's
be
a
flying.
thing.
I'm
Yeah,
the only
anyway.
one with no options.
Hey, we can get there even
We
faster.
get a
with
catapult.
jet. We can get there even faster.
There you
So
go.
the
with
catapult
jet.
is for Sky. Everyone
my
else can just
solution.
fly there.
Or jump. Jump good.
Jump good.
You fly.
Micaiah, you can fly.
You can fly. He can fly. He can talk. If you get the reference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
Anyway,
That
It's a
is
bird.
what you
It's a plane.
learn
Oh,
from
wait,
this
right first time.
article. What was that, Sky? Sorry.
Sky will remember that.
Okay. Hold on. Wait. I got this.
Yay.
There we go.
I feel like I need
Thank
to
you,
make that a command.
That'll do.
Make it like dot consequences or
Nah.
for the catapult dot catapult or transportation or
I
something.
am pretty sure we have one. Yeah, we're not going to make the catapult. Moving
Yeah,
on.
we already have catapult emoji. Emote.
All right. Well, fair enough. So, yeah, so Sky, that is what you learned from this article. So you've read the Goblin Crime Ring bust. You've read the Sky Pirate Long Johnny Silver making up with the Ocean's Kidney, rare valuable gem. You've read the Alchemist, Resident Alchemist, Tarragon being missing for the past 3 days, and I've completely forgotten the fourth story. So, yeah, I believe it was something about Todd's beer.
It was. And she doesn't read that one.
All right, fair enough. That's future. That's character development. All right. So after Sky is done reading this paper, does she share any information with any of her teammates, or does she just keep it to herself?
my paper.
What do you do after you're done reading the paper, Sky? That's the question.
She looks around. Anybody else want to have a look?
I'll
Down is
take a-
good. She sort of glanced at. Sorry.
Arya's too busy pondering what the heck just happened to her.
Still.
It's
How long
really-
has it
I
been?
mean, it's been extended now.
It was just that jarring.
Well, it's this and the shop. Both of them.
And the Longma.
Longma?
I'd say that's part
Oh,
of the
that's
shop.
Dragonborn.
The,
She wasn't there for the Longma appearing and saying millionth customer stuff like that.
It was a Longma, it was a Dragonborn. There's a difference, remember?
They
Sorry,
look alike
Dragonborn.
to me.
Hey, one of them is on
It's
2.
not the
other
racist
is on
episode.
4. Hey, that was your self-proclaimed statement. You guys were the ones that were changing up your races.
They all have scales.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
You can't just say that.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
tell me what I
their
can't
word.
do.
That's their word. You can't say that.
They're both my favorite enemy. I don't care.
Scales.
Yeah, you can't say scales. That's our word. We the
Wait.
scales.
Who said scales?
Damn it. Well, I'm the DM. I'm literally that character, so I can say it.
I actually didn't say anything about scales.
Whatever. Anyway, does anybody grab the paper that Sky is offering?
Sure, I'll read over it, but you don't have to.
Recap?
Yeah,
Yeah. Figured.
Okay,
the
start from the top.
For the benefit of anybody who wasn't reading over her shoulder, she just says, "There is not a lot. They mentioned the goblins we took care of. Do you remember the painting of Tarragon? Apparently, he's been missing for a few days, and Long Johnny Silver continues to be a pirate, doing
Wait.
piratey things.
Wait, you said he's been missing for a few days.
That's what it says in here.
Might have something to do with that potion, or whatever the heck he was trying to have as escort.
He wanted us to deliver it to somebody.
Maybe it was him.
The butler did it.
The butler did it in the kitchen with a screwdriver. I
It
knew
was
it.
the skeleton butler.
Screwdriver. Is this the updated version of the game?
Yes.
Sure.
Candlestick's best weapon.
I've only
roll
ever
for
played like
Candlestick.
2 games of Clue, and I barely knew what I was doing in both of them.
It's a classic.
I played
I
once.
know. I really want to play it like again, like now that I'm, not a child, but I never had the chance. Anyway,
No, they
so
didn't-
you guys were saying,
I still don't know how that game works.
It's easy. And fun for the whole family.
yeah, murder.
Hey,
Kids, who wants to talk about murder?
I mean, I played it as a child. Nobody ever, don't follow the example in this game.
Well, no, I just never understood how it worked. So
All right. Well, you guys were talking about this messenger thing. Oh God, thank you, Midnight.
No, that was Clint. I was
All
gonna hold off till later, but Clint did it now.
right. So you guys were talking about how it could have possibly been Tarragon that you were supposed to deliver a thing for Robin for.
Well, even if it wasn't that specific detail, Robin may know something.
and if he knew what he was, he wouldn't be missing, would he?
Well, there's that.
Wouldn't he have brought it up though?
He tried to hide it. Terribly, too.
Well, whatever the circumstances, we'll certainly ask if we see him again. I'm rather curious myself.
Did anyone ever actually remember the way back to that place?
It's closed to us. We have to go back through the barrier.
Yeah, we'd have
Yeah,
to
portal.
walk after the chaos storm.
Yeah, the portal's kind of in your way right now. You can only get back if
Yeah.
you knew how to make that portal, like Robin said.
But somebody denied that job for us.
The man was a liar.
Wasn't disputing that. And what's a man?
He's a
Hey,
pile
you
of
should
secrets.
know what a man
is.
That man was a miserable pile of secrets.
Yeah, now, and don't even get me started on Robin. All right, so after you guys are done conversing, Arya, you put your calligraphy kit away, right?
Yeah, but I put the badge on.
You put the badge on, put the calligraphy kit up, cleaned up the mess of papers that were. And after Sky hands off the paper to Glenn, Glenn reads them over. I'm not going to give you a recap. Or you just say that you knew it, okay? Anyway, so after a while, you hear the sounds of heavy footsteps approaching, coming from your direction, or coming to it, running at you. You see a Longma. See a
Surprise.
Longma frantically running in your direction.
Is it a Longmire we recognize?
Do you recognize this Longma?
Does his name begin with a G?
Does his name rhyme with Limus?
I'd like to buy a vowel.
All right, which one are you buying? No, I'm
While,
kidding.
while she hears the approaching frantic footsteps, I guess it is now, Arya's going to get ready to unlatch the case that she's been carrying around.
But she still hasn't showed us.
Yes, she still hasn't unlatched it.
I actually forgot about it.
Show us the secrets.
Show us the way.
secrets.
I'm sorry.
That's my joke. You can't do it.
It's not your joke. It's the internet's joke. It's mine. I claimed it.
Shut up, you. Anyway, so
Trademark.
once you hear this frantic longbow approaching you in your direction, he was actually you can tell that he was actually hooded before the wind that picked up from him running blew the hood off, and you could easily tell that it was Guinness from his trademark X scar across his left eye that I now decided he has.
Oh, what a striking detail that we didn't notice before.
Yes, quite.
He was
No,
If
looking
only I
down
had
too
rolled higher
much.
on that perception check.
No, he doesn't. I'm kidding. But you can realize that it is Guinness. He appears to be approaching you as soon as he sees you are just sitting on a corner. He actually calls out to you from a distance, waving one of his hooves in the air, waving it like he just doesn't care. But he shouts, "Oh, you lot, come here! Wait, I guess I'm coming to you. Never mind.
It's like, you come here.
You come here. Wait, never mind. I'm coming to you." As he approaches you from saunter, he slows down to
Saunter.
a jaunt. Yeah, he slows down to a saunter, then a jaunt, then a stride, then a strut, and then a walk. In
Oh,
that
wow.
order. In that order.
Skipped trot.
Anyway, after he finally catches his breath from approaching you, he goes, "Whew. Yeah. Have any of you I'm out of shape. Have any of you read the paper?"
Just now, actually.
Oh, good. Did you read the story about the Goblin crime ring being busted?
Yes, actually. That was the first one that caught our eye.
Right. Good. Yeah, quite. Did you read the part about? Did you read the part about the heirlooms and magic items being returned to their rightful owner?
Yes.
Good. Well, one of those happened to be mine. And I've been looking around for you everywhere. After I came back from the alchemist and gave my wife that potion, her health began to crap. What is it? Get better. There we go. Her health began to get better significantly, marginally, exponentially.
Hold up. You can't.
Eh?
How did you get to the alchemist? Through the barrier.
Oh, well, I'm a good friend of Robin's. He showed me how to make the portal, which is how I'm assuming you came back.
We need to know how to get through there.
Well,
He's been missing.
If you like. I could bring you if you like. But in a little bit. I'll bring you in a little bit. I have to tell you the good news. The good news is that heirloom, one of those heirlooms that was brought back, was mine. Actually, it was more of a wedding ring than anything. You see, Guinness
You need a drink of water.
Guinness doesn't look too hot right now. He's still kind of panting, still flush through his scales, which is kind of hard, but
Quick
he is.
song prestidigitation.
Yeah. Does anybody know create water?
Nope.
He
But you're the
coughs
water
and
boy.
pants.
That's magic.
Shut up. He coughs.
That's my
he coughs
line.
and pants. He coughs and hacks for a few moments. Sorry about that. The news is that that the local police brought me back my, and it was a timely retrieve because now that I have it back in my possession, I could give it back to my wife, who is the rightful owner. But that is not all. I have to tell you why it is significant. Why with the h? Because I have to tell you why.
You don't say.
Yeah. So he continues with, I have to tell you why it is important and why this is such a big deal that you've given me this. You see,
Why you had to come running across town to tell us?
yes, yes,
Got
yes. The thing is,
This guy hands him a water skin.
all right. He graciously thanks you, and then begins chugging it down. Like, yeah, much better. Thank you. He takes a few breaths to compose himself to try and calm his heart. Whereupon he continued. You see, me and my wife, we were both born here on Earth. We were both born with a genetic disease. One that the doctors of this world and the doctors of Fulham haven't had never seen before. Through years of study and testing, they found out what the cause was, what the disease was. However, they didn't give us long. We'd be dead for long at least. We'd be dead before the average expected lifespan. I'm gonna say that's like 500 or something.
Or
Just-
something.
Or something. I really don't care. But lower than average is the amount they had a time. So, sharing the same fate, we naturally started to complain to each other mostly, but also to the doctors and anyone around. We were both pretty spoiled children. Not through money or anything, but mostly rotten is a better word. We naturally grew attached to each other. We were the only ones that could share our predicament, who knew of each other's pain. And so, after a few years of getting to know each other, a few years of sort of dating, if you could call going out into the resident garden date, I eventually proposed.
You didn't see it.
Proposed. If you got a chance to change your face at it, he proposed to her. However, I saved up all the money from doing what small old jobs I could, and I bought what, well, more like requested to be had made. It is essentially a periop of health, a magic imbued item that protects the wearer from diseases. I didn't even know if it would work, but even if it didn't, I still wanted to give my wife the what's called the thought of it. I had it made into a wing. I had it made into a wing. I had it made into a ring that I gave her. She wears it like an amulet around her neck, and also got the chain just to make it look pretty. And so after losing it months ago to the goblins through that embarrassing thievery, he looks away and coughs in a bit of shame. After losing it, just today in the morning, in the morrow, in the morning, the local police gave me back the ring. Immediately, I went to the alchemist to get the potion just in case. After I gave it to my wife and she got better, her condition got better, I gave her the ring. And actually, years ago, I did learn that it did work. Her health had been stable. However, that's all it was. It was stable. It did not heal her of the disease, nor did I take that potion or repair it for myself. I've been living with it all my life. However, I tried to give the best for my wife and our children. And for that, for you all, for getting me that back, I'm eternally grateful. And he does a small bow, like he tilts his head forward and brings his head low to the ground before you guys out in public.
Well, you're welcome, I guess.
Thank you. Thank you. All of you, really. I can't thank you enough. I mean, wait, hold on. Guinness takes a whiff of the air through his nostrils. Do any of you smell burning? He continues to sniff around in the air. Everybody make me a perception check with smell. If you've got anything for smell-based perception checks.
Oh, burning, that's just your tavern.
Burning.
Down quick. Use prestidigitation to make a nice smell.
Unnatural 20.
What burning?
What
Burning.
burning? All right, so with the 19 and the 20, Sky and Down, you both do in fact smell burning. However, you kind of have an inkling as to what it may be. Glenn, it is harder to smell because of your herbs.
Oh?
Glenn had herbs.
How did you know about those?
I'm the DM. I know everything. Anyway, it is harder to pick up for your nose, beak,
Nostrils.
nostrils.
There's
There we go.
nostrils.
Harder to pick up for your nostrils. However, you do in fact also smell the smoke. Arya, what smoke? I don't smell any smoke.
Arya is inspecting her calligraphy kit.
Yeah, Arya,
I
again.
put that thing away. I'm inspecting my case.
Just wanted to make one more check.
to see if there are any more notes.
Oh, look, there is one.
Oh, look! This one says
Underneath the outside of the case.
Dragon. No. But Guinness, after you guys smell the smoke, Guinness picks up. No, not again. Why does this always happen when I'm gone? He face offs. He brings a hoof to his face and slowly drags it down until he gets to the bridge of his nose where he just lets it fall off. I swear, that place would just be a burning ball of fire if I wasn't there to keep everyone in check. Well, I'm sorry I had to cut this short, but I've kind of have to go put out the fire at the bar. Still, I am eternally grateful to all of you. I can't thank you enough. Just know that if you're ever in need of anything, lodging, information, or alcohol, he looks at Cardboard Micaiah. Let's fly to the castle. Maybe not so much for you, but he just sees her current state.
Don't talk to her like that.
He sees how shit-faced Micaiah is, and is like, maybe not so much you. Maybe take it easy next time. But anything else, you can always come to me. I'll be happy to help.
And if you need anything else, make sure you think of us.
And Micaiah's patronage helps pay for the repairs.
Wonderful.